Part of the lookup family, and inherently a brother to VLOOKUP, is the HLOOKUP, where the H stands for horizontal. Now the V for vertical and the H for horizontal doesn't refer to the makeup of the table where you want the results. It refers to the makeup of the table that you're looking up in. So in our HLOOKUP file, you'll notice that there is a staffing sheet, and we have the data. How we want to look it up is horizontal. So these are the values we want to look up, the days of the week, and they are stored in the first row, just as in a vertical table, they're stored in the first column. Not necessarily row 1. I could move this whole table, for example, across here, and we're now in row 6, but this would still be row 1 of my lookup table. Step 1 before we use it as a lookup is to give it a name. So I highlight the data, formulas, define name, and we'll call it cost. It's a workbook scope, therefore I can use the named range anywhere in the whole workbook, and it will still refer to staffing, exclamation mark, so the staffing sheet, D6 to K10. Now in the cost sheet, what I would like to do, a lot of this has already been done for you, is look up the day of the week and bring back the number of waiters that we have for that day of the week. So here I would start with a H lookup equals H lookup. Now I want to look up MON. So I want to go to my lookup table and look in the first row for MON. My lookup table is called costs. Find it in the list. That little label says it's a named range. And for the waiters, I need row number 2, comma, and then false because it must be an exact match. Return, and I need 1 waiter on a Monday. Just to check the row number, waiters are actually row 3, not row 1. Go back in and change the formula to row 3. And I now need 3 waiters on a Monday. Now I can replicate this formula down to the end of the week, and it will bring in how many waiters we need for that particular day. Because the named range cost stays static, always looking at the same place. I don't need to worry about dollars. I do want the reference here to change as I move down this column. So that looks up how many waiters, multiplied by the per head for that particular day, gives me a total, and then a grand total for the week in waiters. I can do the same for chefs. Let's just check what row chefs are on. They're on row 2. So that's equals H lookup, MON, comma, cost, comma, row 2, comma, false. Must be an exact match. I need 1 chef on the Monday, replicate down to Sunday, and the numbers go up and then back down again for Sunday. Multiply that by their per head, gives me the total, and then a weekly total for chefs. Bar staff. They are row 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So equals H lookup, MON, comma, cost, comma, 5 for row 5. False, got to be an exact match. 1 bar staff on a Monday, replicate, and I need 8 on a Saturday. Just to double check to make sure that's correct, Saturday, bar staff 8. And then the final little table are our managers, equals H lookup, lookup MON in the cost named range, and bring back column 4. Don't think that's right, but we can check in a second. False, return. Managers are 1, 2, 3, 4. It is right. And then replicate, give me my total managers cost. So that way I can see weekly waiter cost, weekly chef cost, weekly bar staff cost, and weekly manager cost. All using this time the H lookup as opposed to the V lookup, because the data within the table that is laid out that we're looking up in, we want to look horizontally across the first row for that lookup value. Whereas a vertical lookup, it looks down the first column, so it looks vertically. V lookups are more popular than H lookups because you tend to be looking up in quite a large series of data rather than a mini table.